Hey guys, John here with a new installment of my video blog. I'm going to go a little bit off the beaten track here. Today in Los Angeles is the memorial service for Michael Jackson. And I've really kind of held off on making any sort of commentary about the Michael Jackson situation, all that kind of crap. But I thought I'd chime in today. Um, I remember as a kid, the very first record, and yes, record, not CD, the very first record I think I ever owned as a kid was Michael Jackson's Thriller. And I still remember living at 56 Carson Drive in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, dancing around in the dining room playing Beat It over and over and over again. And I personally thought Beat It was the far superior song to Billie Jean. Forget Team Edward and Team Jacob. It was Team Beat It versus Team Billie Jean, which is Michael Jackson's best song. And I remember I would dance around as a kid around the living room and the dining room to that record over and over and over again. I would play Beat It, and I also had the record the same day I bought it. I think is the same day I bought the little single 45 LP for Jan. I think it's Jan Hammer's Miami Vice theme. I would just play both of those songs over and over and over and over and over again. But anyway, I digress. It's funny how you don't really appreciate something or someone until they're gone as much. And the last week, with all the media hype and blitz, and quite frankly, people trying to take advantage of the death of Michael Jackson. And I've been listening a lot to his music again. And because it's all over TV and radio and on Pandora and all that kind of stuff. And you realize, I'm realizing, you listen to his music, and the guy really was, first of all of his songs, all of his music was always positive. Even a lot of his, like, he had his share of fluff pieces as well. There's just, oh baby, I love you kind of fluff pieces. But when you listen to his music, they were always so positive and always carried, thoughts and messages of hope and the best in humanity. You listen to songs like, Black and White. I mean, he was incredible in that way. He really was a visionary. He had a sense of hope and saw the beauty in humanity. And you realize what a truly simplistic, almost naive, childlike way he viewed the world. He really was the stereotype. He was what people made him out to be in so many ways. He was this kid who never grew up, who was still a child in many ways, and looked at the world almost like through the eyes of a child. And this had an impact not only on music, but on pop culture as a whole, including film and including movies. You see Michael Jackson references all over the movie world all the time. And, I got into a little debate with a movie blog reader, friendly debate about, was Michael Jackson a pedophile or not? And, I was always one of those guys. I hate it when celebrities get away with garbage. That's been well documented. I think celebrities should get treated just as harshly as anybody else for things they do. And I've never really known much about the Michael Jackson pedophile thing, except for what, it's passing. You just hear it. Oh, Michael Jackson admitted to sleeping in the same bed with kids or whatever. I was watching ABC News the other night, and they were doing a special on Jackson, and they're actually the details about that whole pedophile case that he was acquitted for. And, it's weird. They played this tape of the father of one of the kids admitting, like, there's a phone conversation, they got him on tape where he's admitting to a friend of his that he was, going to try to stick at Jackson. He was just trying to get Jackson's money. I didn't know before about the fact that they brought in Michael Jackson for a strip search and took pictures of his body that contradicted the stories of what one of his accusers were giving and all this kind of stuff. And I realized watching this is like, holy crap, maybe this is one of those situations where the celebrity actually is innocent. And, there's so many of those facts I didn't know, but it's a shame that an artist like Michael Jackson has passed away, and those are some of the questions that have to be addressed. But I mean, if he was a pedophile, they need to be addressed, and he shouldn't be glorified if any of that was true. But I was thinking today about his music and his influence on pop culture and the world of film and television and everything like that too. And I really am amazed when you sit back and look at his music and everything that he did and everything he represented and he stood for. It's actually kind of magical, and it's really a shame. I feel guilty. I feel guilty that I look at a guy who, if I'm right, if I'm correct on this assumption, who is just so childlike and so innocent and so naive that childlikeness, innocence, and naivety make me look at him with suspicion. You know, oh, he's got to be, you know, some kind of douchebag, because nobody's like that, and it's a shame, and I feel guilty about that. I think it says something about our culture and our society, which isn't a positive thing. But yeah, Michael Jackson's memorial service is today, and he revolutionized pop culture, and I think the world of music and movies and television and pop culture as a whole are less for it. And I'm man enough to admit I'm a fan of Michael Jackson's now. I wouldn't have said that 2 weeks ago, but you know, the events of him passing away made me listen to his music again. Actually, media force-fed me to listen to his music again, but listening to it, it's really remarkable. It's not just in its quality of music, but the fact that it's so positive and presents such a bright outlook on life and the world and the beauty of the world. And Michael Jackson will be missed, and I'm really sorry that it took him dying for me to realize that. So anyway, that's my video blog for the day. Maybe you thought he was a pedophile. Maybe you hated Michael Jackson. Maybe you loved Michael Jackson. I don't know, but leave your thoughts in the comment section if you like. Those are my thoughts for today. That's my video blog. For the movie blog, I'm John Campea.